Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea?
Yeah, decaf though. You want decaf as well? My name is Stephen Casey. I'm the recruitment manager at Astrea Academy Trust. So I look after everything from permanent recruitment across the entire trust. I also look after our agency relationships as well, from the tender process through to the review meetings and everything else in between. When I started with the trust, we had an agency supply list in place, and Randstad were one of those suppliers. However, we never really had a close relationship with them. We very rarely used them across the trust. So when I came on board, I was keen to build that relationship. So eventually I got introduced to Gemma. She insisted on flying over. She said it was for the Yorkshire tea, but she insisted on flying over. And that just spoke volumes about how invested they were in actually building a relationship.
So my role would be very much to partner with the trust leaders to understand what it is that they really need. It's so important for us to understand every individual school has different needs, has a different economic stance. Getting into the school, walking the corridors, seeing the children, meeting the teachers, that's so important to us because it means that we can actually provide that, right talent.
A lot of business now is done by Teams or video calls. Our schools have to be on site every single day. And as a support function for our schools, we're on site every day as well. And what came across in that first meeting is actually how they wanted to get to know our schools. Because every single one of our schools is different. So Astrea Academy Trust has 26 academies. And the majority of them are from disadvantaged areas. And some of the students in those schools have never actually left the village. And we know that actually working there can be a real big challenge. So having a partner like Randstad, that just is, for me, is the perfect kind of scenario that we want and expect from a recruitment agency.
For us, it's so important that we place ourselves as an extension of that trust that we're working with. We go out as Astrea to make sure that we're getting them the suitable people that work for them and suit the needs of that individual in particular school. And the children then essentially are getting what's right for them.
So we have a list of authorised suppliers, and every single one of our suppliers is on the GCA framework, which is managed by the DfE.
So my name's Beth Lord and I'm a commercial leader at the Department for Education. The whole reason that we exist is to get better value money for schools at a government level. The department negotiated a new rate card that sits within the Government Commercial Agencies Framework Agreement, and it caps agency profit, not what the candidates and supply teachers are getting paid. So that went live on the 1st of May and we had an amazing response from the sector. The previous iteration had around 90 agencies. This one has 224. And there's quite extensive review into auditing processes. Are you aligned with keeping children safe in education? Have you been formally audited and accredited by industry bodies? Schools can feel comfortable that the rates are capped so they can focus on quality, and whether that's quality service that they receive, quality candidates.
This year in particular, our Cambridge schools started using Randstad quite a lot. Feedback from our Cambridge schools became clear that actually they were offering good quality service but also good quality candidates. So we started to discuss how could we replicate that within our South Yorkshire schools. And because of the flexibility of the framework, that means that actually we can replicate that quite easily through our South Yorkshire schools. We knew it was going to take time to build that relationship, but Randstad was very much on board in terms of actually we want to come with you on this journey. It's not about the short-term win, it's about the long-term gain at the end.
Agencies exist and the department exists to ensure the best quality outcome for pupils. Putting into this real perspective is just to make sure that children and young people have the best journey throughout their childhood into adulthood.
Everything I do in terms of recruitment is for our customer, and I see our customers as the children. Working with partners like Randstad, knowing that they've got quality candidates, we know that the people they send in, won't only be the right candidate in terms of qualification, they'll be the right fit for the school as well. So the people who have the biggest impact from that will be the children signing for that class. Somebody that actually motivates them, inspires them.
Visiting the Astrea schools and seeing, the teachers that we've placed and looking at the children's faces and how happy everybody was and, how supported the schools felt with our approach, that was a great day and, really made me think this is, we're making an impact on these children's lives.
That means more to me than finding somebody who can just go and work in an office somewhere. Getting to know Gemma and Hazel over the last 6-7 months has been great. They're passionate, they're knowledgeable, they know exactly what it is that we're looking for, and they're not afraid to go that extra mile. They're not afraid to ask the difficult questions when needed to. And all that hard work has allowed us to focus on what's really, really important, which is actually teaching and nurturing our young people.